I'm sorry. In the land of gods and monsters, I was an angel. Living in the garden of evil, screwed up, scared, doing anything that I needed. Shining like a fiery beacon, you've got that medicine I need. Fame, liquor, love, give it to me slowly. Put your hands on my waist, do it softly. Me and God, we don't get along, so now I sing. No one's gonna take my soul away. I'm living like Jim Morrison, headed towards a fucked up holiday. Motels, sprees, and I'm singing. Oh yeah, give it to me, this is heaven, what I truly want. It's innocence lost. Innocence lost.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Tuesday night Heroes and Hooligans round of shenanigans. Tonight, things are a little different. Last week, our group, TPK, our guest DM, Red, was here with us. Well, not last week, 2 weeks ago, because tech difficulties last week. But Red was here with us, and some stuff and things happened, and our Bards, TPK. This week, they find themselves 5 new characters. 5 definitely different, but all the same class characters. So as this group of new characters descends into a new section of our Voodoo's Day campaign, I'm going to open you up with a little bit of a primer here. 50 years ago, the demon lord, Orgus, walked among the people of Prismere, leaving in his wake a river of blood, bone, and shattered lives. One such life belonged to a man called Sigric. Orgus possessed his body, took up a kitchen knife, and ripped into his wife and daughter. The demon made sure to keep Sigric's spirit conscious as his family cried for mercy. Sigric's mouth was filled with the demon's laughter, even as his eyes wept. Finished with his small amusement, Orgus left the man alone amongst the bloody ruin of his family. Sigrid had spent his entire life searching for a way to avenge his family's death. It would not be enough to slay Orgus in the land of the living. For the demon to taste true defeat, he would have to be eaten in the very home of demons. Sigrid is no fool, however. His aging body and mind are no match for such power. Instead, he seeks a champion or champions to dive into the depths of hell itself and bring him the head of Orgus so that he may look upon his foul face and know that the demon's life has truly ended. Sigrid has finally found a way to enter the plane of hell, a profane ritual that, when completed, will open an arcane portal straight into Orgus's lair. By possessing Sigrid, Orgus inadvertently left an imprint of his spirit on the man's soul. This imprint is a map, a beacon. It will allow Sigrid to narrow the plane down to a sliver of probability. Wherever the portal takes the characters, however, they must return in 8 hours or be lost to the depths of oblivion forever. Who will become Sigrid's avatar of retribution, and who will dare to enter hell itself? That being said, we find our 5 adventurers in a place that you would find most adventurers. They happen to be in town for a convention. There is a huge cleric convention in the middle of this town that they're in. This town happens to be named Blushstrom. So there's signs everywhere, all kinds of decorations, statues to different deities. The temple in the center of town is adorned with lavish silk hanging in the front, all kinds of donations and tithes left in this large gold crested treasure chest sort of looking box out in front of the temple. And you see the line of clerics as they're coming in to check in for this convention. The first one that pops up at the front of the line, Vincent Graves.
Where am I?
You are standing in line to enter the convention, ClericCon 2022.
Okay. Hi, checking in.
Yes, do you have your invite?
No.
Yes, you do.
Uncle Ambrose. Yes, I do. It's right here.
The woman standing in front of you is not very tall. She's about 5 foot even. She has long blonde hair. It is very curly. She wears a sort of wreath of laurel in her hair, and she's wearing beige and gold clerics robes. And she has a very gentle face. And the badge on her shirt says, "Hello, my name is," and then underneath in really fancy writing, it says Celeste. And she reaches out and takes your envelope after you scramble for it in your bag. And she pulls out your invite and she reads it over. And she asks you to hold out the palm of your hand, please.
Yep, of course. Here you go.
And when you hold out the palm of your hand, she waves this sort of sun-shaped amulet over your hand. And as she does, you feel a little tingle. And on the back of your hand is a magical stamp that says ClericCon 2022. And she hands you a little brown paper baggie that has handles on it, and she says, "Have fun. See you inside."
Thank you.
And next in
Vincent
line,
just kind of moves in.
Next in line, I believe, is Sadie.
Oh, hi, Celeste.
Hi, invitation, please.
Here you go.
She takes the invitation, checks it over. Hand, please.
Sure.
And she waves the amulet over your hand. ClericCon 2022, right on the back of your hand. Hands you a brown bag. Have fun. See you inside.
Yeah, thanks.
Guinevere.
She doesn't realize the line has moved on, so someone has to like tap her to get her head out of her book. Oh, right. She walks up. Hello. I believe you require this.
Yes, invitations, please. And she holds her hand out.
Places the invitation down.
She takes it, checks it over. Hand, please.
Sure, no problem.
She takes your hand, waves an amulet over it, and on the back of your hand, tingles a little just for a moment, and a magical stamp pops up on the back of your hand. ClericCon 2022. She hands you a brown paper bag and says, "Have fun. See you inside."
Oh, wait, but I have. Oh, okay, I'm being moved inside. Okay, goodbye.
Sid.
Enchanté, mademoiselle. Hello. What can I think you need this today. There you go.
"Yes, your invitation, please." And she holds out her hand.
Yep, here it is. Just for you.
And she opens it, checks it over, ignores the flirtatiousness of you, and says, "Hand, please."
Oh, so forward. All right.
She rolls her eyes and runs the amulet over the back of your hand. She doesn't even take your hand like she has the couple of clerics ahead of you. She just refuses to do so. And as she waves the amulet over the back of your hand, you see a stamp pop up. And she hands you a brown paper bag. "Have fun. I will not be seeing you inside." And she stops for a moment and pulls this little glass vial out of her pouch, and she sprinkles some on her hand and like wipes it, like kind of like it looks like Germex. She wipes it and shakes her head, and then she says, "Next in line, please."
You summoned me?
"Yes, invitation, please."
Here's your paltry paper.
She takes it and checks it over. "Hand, please."
Do I need to remove my gauntlet?
"No, that will not be necessary."
Excellent. I'm not sure it can come off at this point. The humidity here is ridiculous.
"It is quite warm today, isn't it?" And she waves an amulet over the back of your gauntlet, and you feel a tingle on your hand, and you see on your gauntlet the same stamp, but if you did take it off, it would be on your hand too. And she hands you a brown paper bag and says, "Have fun. See you inside."
I take the brown paper bag in 2 fingers and my thumb. I will see you inside. We shall see about the fun.
And when you step inside, this temple is very much set up different than any of you clerics have ever been in. You see at the front of the temple, and it's in kind of like a half circle, but if you look up, there's like the dome ceiling, bright gold dome ceiling. But in that half circle, inlaid into little caveats in the wall, are different statues recognizing different deities. You can see hundreds of them set into the wall. You have long tables, lots of people standing around. So there's a table right inside the door, and there's a little fairy woman behind it, also dressed in similar robes to Celeste, and she seems to be handing out name badges.
I suppose we are required to display our identities.
It would be quite helpful for the rest of the party, of course. We just want to know who you are when we're speaking to you.
What if I would prefer not to be spoken to?
Well, why would you come to a convention if you didn't want to be spoken to, silly?
I was
Not all of
summoned,
it.
and so I follow.
Well,
But-
you can have a name tag anyways. I think it'll go really, really good with the color of your armor.
I suppose.
You know,
And
in my culture, giving out your name is considered something of a faux pas, but for you, I'll make an exception.
Okay, do you need like a full name or like a nickname? How would you like to do this exactly?
Well, I don't really have a lot of room to write, but I can write really tiny, but it's really hard for people to see if we do that, so just your first name will be okay.
Okay.
Sadie will spell out her name slowly. Saidai. Did you get that?
Yes, I got it. I'm not stupid.
Some people spell it weird, okay?
So she makes each one of you a name tag, and you'll notice that each of your name tags has whatever the symbol of your deity is on it, so that you could find yourselves in your groups. And she'll say, "Over there's a table full of refreshments. Have fun. See you inside."
Ooh, there's a bar.
Thank you.
Why
Thank
do
you.
these people
Thanks.
keep telling us to have fun? We're here for work.
I don't know what fun is anyway.
You gotta make your own fun. You gotta make your own fun, guys.
I'm so glad my deity is not the same as yours. Goodbye.
Fun
I don't
is
think my deity is
ripping-
represented here.
Fun is ripping the jugular vein from the throat of one whom has done ill and bringing justice to this world.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Valerianus, and you?
Vincent Graves? I'm not fully sure exactly what I'm doing here.
I was summoned, and so I came. Have you done ill against others? May I rip the veins from your throat?
I would prefer it if you didn't, and no, I try not to. I'm trying to be a doctor.
Alas, then I shall not have fun with you today.
Great. Glad we could have this talk. Who are the rest of you? Where?
Guinevere, Catherine, Eleanor, Helena, Delacroix IV. We're gonna save time because I see the look on your face, Gwen. Gwen works.
Oh, that
Not-
thank goodness, because that was a lot. I stopped after the third name, maybe.
Just to make sure I maintain my decorum, you said Guinevere, Catherine, Eleanor, Helena Delacroix, the fourth?
Yes.
Okay.
You got all that? Jeez, good. Wow.
Gwen works.
You don't. You write it down in the notebook.
Why on earth would I do a thing like that?
What's the
Why?
remember?
I'm shocked at how useful it is.
Why wouldn't you write things down? It makes life so much easier.
Because then people could take it and then they'd know all your secrets.
Dang,
You're writing
God,
all your
another
if you
academic.
write all your stuff down, then you're basically handing it out to people.
Because if you
Okay,
are
okay.
carrying paper on your person and someone casts fireball on you, that is more of you to burn.
That's a super good
hopelessly
point.
morbid. You, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to cut you in line. I had no say in what just happened. It was not my intention to be first in line and get ahead of you. That is absolutely impolite, and I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter. We're all going to the same place. I'm Sadie.
Aren't
Okay,
you
there's
just a
two
ray of
of you.
sunshine?
Morbid.
Oh.
Morbid. Okay.
Death is something that I'm very familiar with. There is not any. The only light in my life is fire at this point.
Oh, so you two are gonna be buddies then? I could just tell. There's a sparkling connection waiting to happen here.
Did you introduce yourself? You are.
Me?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you.
handsome. Mine. Did you not hear me when I was in line? I really should have projected more. Sorry. My name is Sidarin.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
And why do you look like a lost little puppy, fella?
I didn't ask to be here. My uncle sent me here. He said something about it being a learning experience to learn about people who don't have wonky cleric magic. You remind me a lot of him, and I don't know how to feel about that because I am not happy with him right now.
See, this
So-
is why I tend to avoid family problems by not having a family.
So the line moves
He's
forward,
not even really my uncle.
and you're
That sounds like a you
chatting,
problem.
and you're moving, and the line is moving, and then you break into this sort of section that is lined with booths and things, And you see at different booths, you have different groups of clerics pitching their different beliefs and such and things. And there is a face painting booth and a little thing where you can go and make a Jacob's ladder and all just kinds of conventional fun. You see all different kinds of people dressed in all different manners, some to the extreme representing their deity, some representing their faction or their order, whatever may it be that they're from. And then you just see some that are dressed in plain business attire, simple tunics and pants and things of the sort. Nothing boastful or prideful in their appearance at all. Just a whole different variety of people around. And there's about, I would say, 500 people here in total right now.
I think this is the most people I've been around in my entire life. In a single sitting.
We need to get you out more.
I'm pretty sure this is the most people I've been around that are presently alive.
It reeks of hubris in here.
You
We need to get
two
all
are
of you
hopelessly
out.
morbid.
But everything all three of you said, it's all concerning in very different ways.
We need to get all of you out more. Good lord.
I'd
Ooh,
rather
look,
not.
blood wine. I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Ugh.
There is a board, like a large bulletin board that has a schedule posting on it and several posters representing the speakers and things that will be coming on and such blessings and all of that. A armor show for battle clerics and forge clerics and things of the sort. All different kind of stuff on the schedule.
Yeah, I want to go look over the schedule. Information.
I come
gonna go
back with an
too.
extra blood wine and just hand it to Sadie. I think we're going to need this today.
You have no idea.
Guest lectures. Are there guest lectures? Let there be
Yes,
something
yes.
good to. Yes.
See, if you look over here, this one is all about Mistra and all the different. Apparently there was like a form of her before now. It gets very complicated, but there's actually experts in that. That's going to be a fun one.
That's so interesting. Okay. I'm glad that Ambrose at least sent me with my notebook. So something good is going to come from this.
Let's see. What else do we have over here?
The armor show may be useful to attend.
For you? Sure.
Very well.
Is there anything on here about death clerics? Would assume I'm not the only
Yes, there
one.
is. There are things for death clerics.
Wonderful. My people.
The panel on various burial rites may interest you.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, that I just almost fell asleep through every single part of this entire conversation. Where are we going?
We're looking at a schedule. Sid.
Oh god, why?
Oh, sorry.
Schedule.
Sorry. You're very short. Let me and Vincent kind of grabs one of the copies of the schedule and hands it to Sinarin.
You're very tall. What's your point?
Actually,
You can't see up here. Duh.
and he's
Just
right.
Rude
you
but
are
fair. Rude
very
but fair.
short.
Oh my, what? I don't know what they put in the water on this plane, but all of you need to chill. Especially if you're looking at the schedules and
I'm
burial
sorry.
rites.
You're
talking
critiquing our
about
water.
this
Hydration is
plane?
important.
Hydrate or dihydrate, man.
Ugh,
That I can agree on.
God.
Yeah.
Do we even know what plane we're on right now?
I've heard some
I'm in
people
trouble.
say that planes are just a state of mind, but honestly,
I mean,
I
I would believe that, but If that were the case, then you could probably get to other planes of existence just by experiencing strong emotion.
I ate a
That
flower
sounds-
once that made me definitely feel like I was on another plane. Possibly could walk to another plane.
That's
I'm
because
sorry,
you're
what
from the
flower was
Feywild,
that?
aren't you?
Oh God.
That is right, my man. What? But I have no idea. There is a lot. I can see maybe your nose.
I clearly need to go to the armor show and get better coverage then.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
I can't have you stabbing me in the nose.
yeah. Wouldn't want to have that singular point of failure.
I
This
just
is-
realized you can't even see above where we can. What do you see down there?
Mostly a lot of butts. Gonna be real. A lot of butts.
Huh.
There's just it's awful. Yeah,
I'd offer you help, but I don't know if I like you yet.
Would you like help?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. She just carefully reaches
God.
and picks you up.
Okay. Wow. I am in the air. This is happening. We are bonding so much.
There. Does that help?
Yes. This is a new and unexpected turn.
You hear a loud trumpeting. Dun, da, 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 da. Fanfare. Everybody around you gets excited, and they kind of part ways like a sea as you see this entourage of clerics dressed in all black walks down the center of the aisle, and in the middle there are 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and dead center in those 2 groups of 4 is a man dressed to impress. He is the most glorious looking cleric you have ever seen in your life. He holds a staff that has just this large sun at the top of it, radiating, light. It has a bright ruby in the middle, and when it catches the sun, it sparkles and looks like a disco ball all over the room. And he's got this big red hat on, and his robes are long and flowing, and he presents himself and carries himself very, very arrogantly, we'll say. And he walks up. The entourage leads him up to the stage that's in the center of where all of the deities on the wall are. And he takes the stage, and people start to sit down and quiet. And he just stands up there for a few moments while everybody gets a seat. He just kind of waves and smiles, presents himself very much like the cleric of all clerics.
In the
Suppose
name
we
of
should
Tyr's
sit.
vengeance.
Is this a
Who is that?
pontifex?
Who died and made him? I don't know what that word was.
Would I recognize him as another light cleric?
You would recognize him as the cleric of all clerics, not necessarily representing a certain deity or anything of the sort, but maybe light is his lean-to.
I suppose we should sit.
I don't prescribe to most authority figures, but seeing as I am currently in the air, I don't have a lot of choice
Vincent's
in
already
the matter.
moving to sit down.
Okay.
I think at this point you're just being hugged to her Gwen's chest because she's trying to sit there and write. Well,
Full teddy bear.
Oh,
I
right,
can
right.
take him if you want, Gwen, so you can write.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
And I am being passed. Wow. Team building.
Just
Uh,
don't poke me with anything like your horns or something. It's annoying.
Will you hold me through the whole show?
Ugh.
If you wish me to enforce your bodily autonomy, let me know.
And you hear this sort of light music start to play as the crowd gets really quiet, and you see this man standing at it's kind of, I don't want to say a pulpit, but like whatever it is that you stand at when you're going to give a lecture, and he's got all of his papers and things there, and he puts down he puts down a lectern. That's the word I'm looking for. He puts down his staff, leans it around. The entourage kind of sits around him. He takes off his hat. And when he takes off his hat, he sets it down on this little fancy table next to his lectern. And you see like this big, glorious head of hair kind of poof out from under his hat. And he says, "Welcome today, everybody." He said, and he looks at the crowd and they all start to go wild. And he says, "I see a couple of sour faces out there in the crowd. Stand up, clap your hands, get happy." And he claps and, it wants to get everybody excited. And a majority of everybody stands up unless they're simply unable to, things of the sort. And what do you guys do?
Vincent stands up out of social pressure alone.
Sadie lifts Sid in the air, just so that he can do the clapping for both of them.
And I do.
Valerianus stands, puts their hands on their hips, and smiles as I envision stuffing this man's head into the stage that he's standing on.
That's very dark. That's a very dark thought to be having in
What?
such a light place.
Gwen didn't even realize we were standing up and clapping until someone clears their throat next to her. Oh, right. Yes, happy. Okay, can I sit down?
Yeah,
Okay.
Vincent kind of like
Sit down.
nudges you.
He kind of like waves his hands and he gets everybody, to sit down and all of that, like afterwards or whatever. And he says, "Hello, I am Grand Cleric Albert Sharpstone, and I want you to know that your gods love you and they have a plan for you." And the crowd goes wild. What do you do?
Like the most polite golf clap.
My smile gets bigger because I am well aware that my God has a plan for me. I'm just not sure whether it involves this man yet or not.
I give a really, really loud wolf whistle.
Ow.
Well,
that
technically
is-
it's more I adjusted my plans for my gods, then my god has a plan for me specifically, but we can go with that.
He keeps
That's right, my god is my bro!
keeps talking. Your God knows your deepest thoughts and feelings, and they want to have a relationship with you. The tomes have a lot to say about your God's plans and how you can have a relationship with your gods by trusting in them. So I am here to tell you the gospel and the good news about your gods and explain to you how you can too become the best cleric you can be.
Is he going to explain every single god? Do we have to sit through this?
If he does, then we will be able to leave when he is finished because the week will be over.
He takes a sip of water and he pulls a white handkerchief out of his pocket and he dabs his head and he says, "The first thing you need to know is that your God rules. The tomes tell us that the gods created us and everything around us, including you and including me. Our gods are in charge of everything. There is nothing outside of his control. The next thing you need to know is that we have sinned. Every single one of us since the time of Steve and somebody.
Hell yeah, we have! Woo!
And every person that has ever lived has chosen to disobey their gods. But the tomes call this sin because our gods are holy. Our gods cannot be around sin. Sin separates us from gods and deserves our God's punishment of death. That is bad news. But I'm here to tell you. But wait, I am here to tell you. The tomes also have good news. Our gods provide a solution to our sins, to our problems. Our gods loved us so much that they sent their sons to rescue us from punishment of our sin deserved. That is something we as the sinners could never earn or to do on our own. Our gods alone save us from sin."
Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm vibing with this guy anymore, seeing as at least 80-90% of like everything that my boss says could technically be categorized as a sin.
Why are we? Why is this? I. Oh.
Does
I do
anyone
not-
else
Mention-
feel concerned? I feel concerned.
I mean,
Mention something about sending the suns. What happens when you are the sun?
I no longer feel connected to any of this speech. This no longer feels like it's about me.
really,
I never
was just
understood
getting
organized
into it.
religion.
It doesn't make sense. That's why death makes so much more sense. Why are we listening to him talk?
Oh, I get. That's right. I'm in a cult. I'm not in a religion.
Wait,
I
what?
get it now.
What?
Don't say that too loudly, otherwise you'll get called out. Just shush.
He takes another drink of water, a really, really big gulp. He pats the sweat from his brow. He steps to the side of his lectern and he says, and another thing you need to know is that our gods give. Gods give the perfect life. They died upon the spears of their enemies for our sins, and they rose from their graves, and they are alive today. Because the gods gave up their lives for us, we can be welcomed into their family now and forever, and this is the best gift ever. And he looks so excited. And so how do we respond to this good news? We can receive the gift of clerisy that the gods offer us. The tomes tell us exactly how to do it. The letters A, B, and C can help us remember how the gods want us to respond to their news, he says. A, B, C stands for admit, believe, and confess. First, admit to your gods that you are a sinner. The tomes say we are all sinners and that we need to repent. To repent means to turn around and to change direction and to turn away from your sins. Tell your gods you're sorry for your sins and trust him to forgive you. Second, believe that your gods are the sons of your gods are the sons of your gods and receive their gifts of forgiveness from sin. And then third, confess your faith in your gods as your savior and your Lord. That means you tell your God and the others that you've trusted in them to be your savior and to be in charge of your life. Admit that you're a sinner, believe in the gift of the sons, and confess that he is your holy savior and Lord. And the ABCs can help you remember how to be the best cleric you can be. And he claps his hands and the crowd goes fucking wild.
Gwen raises her hand.
Gwen, put that down.
Wait, but I have so many questions.
Later.
Aren't you supposed to basically save yourself?
No, I want to see what happens.
Like-
let her keep going. This is great.
Shh.
No, let her do it.
Attention.
No, let her do it.
Ugh.
I believe we have to wait for the Q&A period before you
Oh.
raise your hand.
No, let her interrupt.
No.
There's a certain amount of manners that you need to maintain during things like this. And
There's
I don't
absolutely
want to
not.
Said I will put my hand over your mouth. Shut up.
I'm not the one talking. She is.
And as the crowd is kind of going crazy and things like that, you have your hand raised in the audience. And it's not necessarily acknowledged as the man puts his hat back on and removes himself from the stage and heads to wherever it is that famous grand clerics go after giving the speech of their life that they definitely didn't prepare for. And then you're back in the convention.
That was a horrible lecture.
I
But
believe
where was the
that
proof,
man
the
is-
evidence?
First of all, evidence is hard to come by in these realms, and I believe that man is familiar only with a small portion of the pantheon. That silliness about forgiveness is not in everyone's realm of practice.
I'm fairly certain my god was laughing the entire time.
Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, that felt like a whole lot of, yes, just blindly believe in your God. Don't ever question anything. And no.
Well, we
No,
are
as,
clear.
yeah, as someone who is actively in a cult, that was some real cult talk.
I mean, blindly believing in your God is pointless. Do you blindly believe in the mailman?
No.
I mean, he's very consistent.
I mean, male men makes sense. What?
Rain, snow, sleet, or snakes. He's right there, man. He's the most dependable person in my life. Oh my god.
Thus it is with the vengeance of Tyr.
Oh wow, that took a turn.
Do not need to blindly follow. Rain, snow, sleet, or snakes, it will come.
So you spend the rest of the convention doing whatever it is that new cleric friends do. You get some snacks, eat some food, you do stuff like that. And then the convention kind of comes to a close for the evening and everybody starts to leave.
Can we check the paper bags we were given?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. I thought you would never ask.
Yeah, I want to see what I got in the
Goodie bag, goodie bag, goodie bag.
Yeah, so you open the bag and inside it is a brand new tome to be inscribed in, a fancy quill that matches, and on the corner of the tome it says, what the hell does it say? Oh, Cleric Con 2022. That's the words I was looking for. And the little quill has that like etched in it too. There's like a little golden lanyard necklace kind of style thing that has a little like plastic amulet on the end that also says Cleric Con 2022. And there's a little bag of thin wafer style breads and 2 little bottles of red wine and some other little leaflets and things about the convention and like who the speakers are going to be and a schedule and a map of the booths and all of that.
Oh, wow. This is completely worthless.
Well, then can I have your book and pen?
Yeah.
Cool.
Be free, my child.
Excellent. You would not believe the amount of books I go through.
No, I super believe
me
it.
too. Me too. I'm only disappointed that there's no inkwell in here.
I know.
Wow.
It's a little short-sighted of them, but I guess they assumed we would bring our own ink.
That's okay. I have mine. I have mine.
Of course you do.
No. Look.
I'm
There's
sorry.
a little.
Are you judging?
Look, it says on the
I'm a
thing that
very
there's a booth
judgy
that sells
person.
ink. There's a booth that sells ink. It's a marketing ploy.
Of course
it
there
out.
is.
Oh. No, I'm very brand specific when it comes to my inkwells.
That also
I'm not
tracks.
going to go and I am not going to go and spend money that I do not have on.
You may be surprised to find we have that in common.
So,
do you have a preferred brand of ink?
I only use that which I am capable of making myself.
Oh, you're one of those. I'm going to go listen to whatever Jesus is trying to say.
Jesus is one of those gods followed by the creepy cleric. The creepy clerics follow Jesus.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the main guy.
That's what I meant.
So, you are headed out into the streets. People are dispersing everywhere since this is kind of in the center of town. It is dark out, and the group of you has been like walking and talking together because it seems like you're the only group of people that were able to tolerate each other out of all of this whole group, right? You didn't want to fuck with anybody else. You were like, this is enough meeting new people for me. I'll talk to them and them only because everybody else sucks and we don't like creepy clerics. So you're like kind of walking and talking out into the street when suddenly in front of you a flaming portal sort of bursts into the middle of the street, and collapsing right in front of the portal momentarily is an older, frail gentleman before he gets up and runs frantically in your direction.
Hi, what spell was
Sir,
that exactly?
Are you
I
okay?
immediately put up my shield.
Are you okay, sir?
Oh, this is not, I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't, something went wrong. Oh my gosh.
Join the club.
Got like some blood running from his head from where he smacked the ground. And he's covered in soot and things of the sort.
Where did you come from?
I was doing a ritual in my basement, and I was trying to go to the plane of hell to kill the demon, and this is not
How hard did you hit your head,
here.
sir?
Oh,
hard
this
did you
sounds
hit your
fun. I
head?
take it all back. Let's
Sir,
keep this going.
sir, you don't ever do rituals in your basement. We have all kinds of evidence saying how that always goes wrong. It never goes well.
Do you mind
just
if I
wanna
give you a
show-
once over to make sure you're okay?
No, I don't have, there's no time. I must go. And he tries to like turn and run away, but he kind of fumbles a little bit and like he stops and like leans on his knee, is like panting with his back to you. Like he clearly is very much on a mission, but not in good physical health at all. I would say if you were to roughly guesstimate his age in human years, he would look to be in his late 70s to early 80s.
Sir,
it
you should not be
appears that
physically
you are-
exerting yourself.
Oh, this old timer's got spunk. Let's see where this goes.
Sir, you have the bearing of one on a great mission of justice and revenge. How can I offer my assistance and that of my lord?
If you would help, I would give you all that I have left. I don't have much. I have only about 300 gold pieces left to my name, but this demon, the demon Orgus, he slayed my entire family in front of me, and I want to see his head on a spike before I take my last breath.
On a spike, you say?
We can
Or
make
you're
that
also
happen.
one of those.
I mean, that sounds like vengeance and justice. It is
And
a,
I heard money.
It is a holy task. I will go.
I would be forever in your debt if you would do this for me. As clearly, I am not as capable as I had thought I was. I'm not as young as I once was. He tries to brush off some of the soot and present himself a little nicer.
I haven't been to hell yet. Ooh, I bet there's all kinds of things there. Okay, yeah, let's do this.
This is so much better than whatever shitty after party this convention was going to throw.
As long as I don't have to hear that guy talk again, I'm here for anything.
I'm sorry, are we all going?
Yep.
What? No.
Do you
No, we're
have
going
any
to
other
hell, baby.
options?
No, but
Oh, we're going to hell.
Come on, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
And hey,
fun
look
is
at
relative
this
in
way.
this context.
No, man, this is going to be dope.
Look, your uncle said that you were supposed to come here and learn.
That's
Field
great.
trip is
My
the best
parents did
learning
not say
experience.
that. My
And what is
parents
the
did
more
not say that.
enlightening experience than hell?
But
I
your
could think of at
uncle
least
did.
7 different things.
Come with me. Come to my house, and I will help prepare you for your adventure.
There
we
is
will
so
try
much
and
wrong
get-
with going to a stranger's house.
We're all
Ignore
strangers right now,
ignore stranger
Vincent.
danger. It's fine. It's way more fun this way.
How are you? Don't climb the side of my body to whisper in my ear, Sid.
Is the
He
border
kind-
still open?
No, it like once he popped out, it dissipated.
Valerianus is just standing there with their hands on their hips, kind of like they did when they were hoping for a reason to cause a scene during the convention, waiting for everyone to make up their minds. This is a holy cause. Are you clerics or not?
I'm in.
I said I was in. It's just a matter of making sure these 2 other ones aren't going to cause any trouble. And by that I mean, Vincent, you have no other choice. Who else do you know?
That is a fair and valid point.
Small dancing one. Think of the song your bards can sing if you tell them of this adventure.
Ugh.
Also, have you ever drunk the wine in hell? Your
No,
bard-
I'm so in, man. That you are not hearing any objection from me. I am so into an after party in hell.
Do we need to reopen the portal, or is your house somewhere nearby?
He's fully concussed. He's non-responsive.
Okay, someone should Give me a moment.
I
Sir?
will cast Spare the Dying on him at least.
Sir?
Glenn's just poking at him like, "Are you dead yet?" Or...
No, I'm
Sure.
not dead. I'm not dead. Sorry. I was just in thinking of the ways to help you prepare. Come to my house.
Okay.
Just don't
Oh.
pick my dog.
There's a dog?
Oh God, Sid, please no. You may
I
be
regret
small
this
enough to ride
already.
it like a horse.
I could ride it like a horse.
He leads you through town, kind of out to the edge where there's a bunch of different farmsteads. You can see the windmills popping up around the edge of town in the skyline. And he takes you to the closest farm. And you see it's kind of run down, and not because it's like not taken care of, but simply because the gentleman has gotten too old to be able to maintain it to the best of his abilities. And he kind of takes you can see like the candles are lit in the house already. And he opens the front door, and when you step in, it's not terrible inside. It's just very dated in decor, like he hasn't changed anything in a long time. Nothing's dusty. It's fairly cleaned up, but it just looks like a single old gentleman lives there by himself. You see at his table there are 3 empty place settings that have plates and glasses sitting there, but they look like they've never get used, kind of like fine china. And then a seat that's more worn, and you can see a little notch in the chair at the seat that's worn, where it looks like somebody has like rubbed their thumb on it a lot and caused it to indent a little bit.
This is the world's most depressing still life.
And he's got a fireplace in there, and it's just like a one whole open room. And then you see like a bed in the corner. It is a large bed. It looks like it would fit like an entire family. And next to that is like a little stand, and it's got a painting that's got a younger version of the man, and who you could only assume to be his wife and daughters. And in the floor next to the fireplace is like this trap door that kind of opens. He pops it open, and there's a staircase that leads down, and you can see it's kind of like the cellar basement area of his farmhouse. And there's a fluffy doggo laying at the foot of the bed.
Oh, hello, friend.
What were their names? I will inscribe them on my heart.
Their names? Juliana, Brendissimo, and Heather.
I will remember them until their vengeance is wrought.
Are we like super sure that this guy didn't kill his family with like satanic rituals or anything in his basement?
We don't
I'd like to point out-
know. And stop whispering. He's right there.
He totally can't hear me. I am being so quiet.
Glenn's
Oh my-
already walking down to the basement.
Oh wow.
Oh,
When
Look,
sir, we didn't catch your name. That's an issue. Obviously, we are in your home and possibly wandering around.
yes, that's
And I-
very impolite. Please tell us your name.
Please.
My apologies. I did fall out of a portal and hit my head, and I'm not necessarily a spring chicken anymore. You can call me Sigric.
To be fair, I did offer to give you a once over.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he's a doctor.
I heard training to be a doctor.
Not a
but
doctor
He's a
yet.
doctor.
There's so much school that goes into that.
There's a
He's
difference.
a
Sid.
doctor.
Ugh.
That is not how that works.
I'm just in the basement looking over the ritual site.
Oh, goodness. Okay, basement. We're going in the
Sigrid.
basement.
Before I follow these impolite people down to the basement,
And that's their
can
name.
you tell us what happened?
It was about 50 years ago, and this demon lord, Ourogoras, he came and left in his wake a river of blood and bone and shattered lives. And he possessed my body and killed my wife and daughters in front of me and made me watch the entire time. And it wasn't just me that experienced things of this. It was other folks as well. It was really a terrible thing. And I've spent my life planning to kill him, to take vengeance from what he stole from me.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
I see why you need to kill him.
I've been studying my entire life, searching for a way to avenge my family's death. And it would not be enough simply to take him in this land of the living. No, absolutely not. I must go to his place of existence and take everything that he loves away from him. Demons have to love something, castles and ruling stuff or whatever it is that demons love. But I want to take it, and I just don't like him. He was very rude. But he can be rude. But
That's a super understatement, but yeah.
I have finally figured out a way to get there. And he shows you the ritual site. And you see he's got this like ritualistic circle on the ground, candles and things around, stuff of the sort. And he says, when he possessed me, he left a piece of his essence imprinted on my spirit. And I have been able to use it like a beacon, like a map, like a beacon, and narrow it down to the plane to just a small sliver of probability. But there is one complication. If you go, you must be back in only 8 hours' time, or you will be stuck there forever.
8 hours? That's barely time to get anything done.
That's fine. Home by curfew. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
But I have a way to help. I think I have a way to help. And
Have you written down your research?
Of course I have.
Can we have a copy? Do you have duplicates?
If you come back and have completed this for me, I will gladly share it with you. That and all of my life savings. And he goes to his alchemical stand and spends about 20 minutes brewing potions and things while you guys are preparing yourselves, doing whatever it is. And he turns around and comes back with 5 vials of like a milky, murky, pinkish colored liquid. Here, drink this. It will bolster your strength and make it so that the trip to hell isn't as rough on you as it could possibly be.
What all
You've
went
tested
into
this
this?
before, right?
Yes, of course I have.
Did
You know,
the
I'm usually-
subjects survive?
I usually don't take drinks from strangers, but I'll make an exception this time. I'm just kidding. I absolutely will take drinks from strangers, and I totally drink it.
No one is surprised by this. Did your subjects survive?
I have
I'm
already
sorry.
drank it.
I'm alive and in front of you, aren't I?
Fair enough. Sadie will drink it.
And if you drink the potion, you begin to feel sort of emboldened and bolstered with power. And you feel like you lived years of adventures in moments, the small moments that it takes to swallow this vial. And afterwards, you feel like you have experienced about 5 levels worth of adventure. So that way you could be level 5.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's fine. I guess it's just my turn in the family to take a vial.
That's not ominous at all.
No, that sounds like a cult. Are you sure you're not in a cult?
No, I'm
He's
definitely in
he's-
a cult, but this is involving a different thing.
He's totally in a cult.
Okay.
It's a very small cult. It is
I mean-
5 people.
That's super small, man.
That's tiny.
I mean, when you think about it, isn't all religion technically cults? It's just they're socially acceptable cults.
It's
No,
not
no. There's
necessarily a
cults.
religion.
He's definitely in a cult. I am also definitely in a cult.
It's a really weird. It's a long story. It's a lot of. I don't get my magic from a god.
Okay, so you feel bolstered with power. You have had some time to rest and absorb all of that. Prepare your whatever magic it is that you think that it is that you need when you get to hell. Yada yada blah blah jazz. Whatever it is that a bunch of clerics do when they're preparing to go kill demon lords. And your friend Sigric looks at you after a little while and says, okay, I have prepared all of the items needed to start the ritual. Whenever you're ready, we will begin.
Yeah, let's go to hell.
This is acceptable.
It's a
I am
totally normal day.
So he gathers each of you around this sort of circle and he says, I'm a little weakened from the last one. If we could join hands and combine our magic, I think this will get us exactly to where we need to go. He said, I'll start the chant and you just follow. You know. And he holds out his hands to whoever's standing to the right and the left of him.
Yeah, I'll take a hand. I'll take a hand.
Okay. And he looks at everybody, are you ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
And the brazier in the center of the circle crackles and he begins to chant, Ade, Due, Dembula. And then the thing starts to crackle with a bright fire. And he just chants that over and over and over again until this flaming portal bursts from the center of this circle and opens up. And it's like this black, you see this black hole in the center, and it's like flames just wreathing the edges of it, flashing, and you can feel the heat coming from them. And he lets go of your hands and he says, I will flip this hourglass and count the sands. I will wait for you to return.
Okay.
And now we know why we were sent to that convention.
Well, this has been a turn of events, hasn't it? Let's fucking do this.
Who steps through first?
I do.
Sadie.
Oh, we go together.
Yes. We'll go together, just in case.
Are you holding hands and skipping to the loo while you do it?
We are not skipping.
We're not skipping.
Is that an option?
I offer Sadie
Please,
my
God,
arm
no.
very gallantly, and then we can step in steadfastly side by side.
Okay.
I take it and go.
So you step through 2 by 2, and who's the last one coming through, skipping to their loot? Probably Sid, huh? Yep. Okay.
Hey man,
good.
so 8 hours. That's it, and you're sure? Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, bye.
8 hours. Be safe. May the gods be with you.
Mine's not really a god, but it's okay.
And the portal kind of snaps shut behind you. And
Okay, we're in hell.
step into a room. And this room is very empty, except for the shimmering visage of the portal that you just stepped through, connecting you back to the land of the living. I do have map for you. One moment. And we'll start, I'll tell you section by section.
You know, it's cooler here than I might have imagined.
This is hell. We're in a room in hell.
So
Yet,
you find yourself bottom left, right, bottom right, where it says R1 in the portal landing area. Directly outside from the portal landing area, you see this large river of lava, very wide, and some stones that look like a path used to go from where you're at to what is across the side of it. And you see this like massive castle overhanging in the background. And there is 3 stones like to jump across, but you can see like there are caverns and things across the other side of the lake of lava, and it is very, very hot, but it does emit a dim light. So as dark as everything is around you, the lava does light up that sort of area there in front of you.
Okay.
Let's go. And
But how is this not phasing you?
It's hell. I don't know how to describe this to you other than the fact that this is part of my job. So,
well,
Like,
I'm not sure.
None of you are okay. Okay.
This is not my first trip here.
same.
I've never been, but I am very excited to see what all can be found here.
man, the
Generally,
people you
it
meet
is
in line.
closed.
Y'all are so
Norm-
cool.
Normally, when we do interplanar travel, we have a highly detailed itinerary.
That sounds boring.
You would.
It's
Oh.
not boring. Why does everybody always call us boring?
What do you do normally?
It depends. The Astral Sea is a lot of fun, but that's not the point. Okay.
Oh, you have to tell me about that later. But right now we are on a time crunch, and as
We are
much as I
in
wanna
hell.
hear-
Can we just go? Because I don't want to be stuck down here because my sister will kill me. Like,
Good to have
just all leap
priorities, bud.
across?
It's
Can we
good to have
just go?
priorities.
I don't want to die in hell. I do not want to die by the hands of any member of my family. Can we please just go?
All right.
Okay, hop on the rocks. Hop on the rocks. Hop on the rocks.
Oh,
Sid, do you
God.
need
Is that a-
assistance since your legs are so
Get
small?
down by the rocks. You leave the sort of portal landing, and you head down the trail towards the rocks. And you realize that these looked like rocks from the height that you were at, but once you get down to the shore where the lava river is, you see that they're actually large islands that extend up as if it were a bridge that used to go across this. And you will need to succeed on 3 DC 15 acrobatics checks to cross successfully.
If someone fails, I have fly. Just saying.
Well, I will cast guidance on myself, and I'm going for it.
All right. So, first round, first stone. DC 15. Let's roll them.
Okay.
I'm also going to cast guidance on myself.
Same. Guidance.
Okay.
The thing I don't have.
Vincent, what'd you get?
I am still adding numbers because I have new numbers.
Okay.
16.
16. So you make it to the first stone, Gwen.
Eight-
All right.
18. Vincent got an 18.
Vincent makes it.
Your boy lives to jump another day.
That's a dirty 20, baby.
All right. Sid makes it.
Like a gazelle.
Which modifier am I to apply?
Dex.
Dexterity, acrobatics.
Okay.
That would be a 17.
Alrighty. So Valerius makes it.
Unfortunate news about Sadie.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's okay, you took fly.
I did take fly.
all right, Sadie. Make another DC 15 dexterity saving throw as you try to regain your balance.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So you regain your balance and you all made it to the first little island. It is kind of packed on there, so it's a tight squeeze.
Next
Look at all this. We're all so close now. Bonds
Please
of
don't
friendship.
breathe on me like that. That's just.
Why don't you lead the way, little one?
Next island.
Oh yeah, let's get. I will. I'm like a gazelle, man. I've got this.
Is it
Guidance.
okay if we use guidance again?
Mhm.
Wonderful.
You're clerics. I almost always expect that outside of combat you're using guidance. So
The boy got a natural 20.
Save.
all right.
That's a 17 for the gazelle.
It's a total of 24 for Vincent, but it's a natural 20.
Okay. Gwen.
It was a nat 20, so total with the guidance is 23.
Okay.
Having a good day.
Sadie.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Oh my god! Oh
Make that second DC 15 acro or dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's Dex saving throw then.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
start carrying you.
That is a nat 1.
Oh!
All right. So
Put your dice in jail. Put them in jail.
That's
right
going
now.
to
Put it in the
jail.
fuck off bag.
you
It's going
try
to
to jump.
jail.
You try to jump. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you try to jump, you barely catch the edge and you slip and you fall and you're dangling there from your hands and your feet touch the lava and you take 18 fire damage before you're able to pull yourself back up onto the second platform.
God.
No!
Ah.
Dem some hot toes. Dem some hot toes.
It's honestly a blessing that you are one of the people that believe in shoes.
Honestly, I'm surprised I do. I don't know how people get by without them.
They are
I-
honestly a
shoes, no.
godsend.
No.
Valerius, did you make it across?
I had a 15 on the dot.
Meets it, beats it. So you're there. All right. Second island. Next, to get off and jump safely to the other side. DC 15 acrobatics checks, please.
It's gonna be a 24 for the boy.
All right.
18.
Okay.
21.
Fantastic.
That is that's a 9, broski.
All right. Dexterity saving throw, please.
That's a 5, broski.
Can
All right.
can I make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch him?
No.
Woo!
I tried. Good luck, Sid.
You will take 25 lava damage as you try to make it and you slip your foot on your jump and you land with your feet up to your knees in the lava, but you pull yourself out and your legs aren't melting off like Dante's Peak, but it burns like hell.
Okay, I gotta take it back about the whole comment about the shoes thing. Like I was wrong. That was dumb. I'm a changed man.
Sadie.
You're not gonna believe this. There's another nat 1, baby.
All right. DC 15 dexterity save, please.
Just cast fly.
Why did you not put this
not
dice
I
away?
can cast fly on myself, can I?
Yes.
Yes!
Too
I
late.
Damn it.
Dex save.
Sadie! Sadie!
I got a 13.
Oh my
You
fucking
will
god.
take Another 16 fire damage as you land just as gracefully as Sid did before pulling yourself from the river of lava and landing on the other side.
Fuck it, I'm gonna cast fly as soon as it's my turn again.
You're on the other side,
We're
baby.
over. We're on the other side. Do it. Cast fly.
No! I thought there was another stone left.
All right. You needed 3 checks. 3 of them. That's what you needed. All right. So you get to the other side and you're standing in this cavern causeway area and you see a tunnel forward. You see one directly ahead of you and one to the left of you. So one on the right, one on the left, and one directly ahead.
That's not a fork in the road.
First
It's
of all,
that's a-
before we do more things, I am not okay.
Yeah,
Can
lava's
we-
hot. Update.
Can we and Sadie just falls over and she's just like laying on the ground like
no, she might have the right idea there. I think I'm gonna sit now.
oh
I'm just gonna take a nice sit. Just gonna sit down. Lava hot.
my god. Ow.
Okay, I'm the one who looks worse. I'm gonna like tap you on the shoulder and just go, "You're there, you're okay." So who's the one who looks worse?
Me. It's me.
What are you at?
I'm at 9.
I'm at 8.
Ooh, never mind. You got one more
Vincent will
than
go over to
me.
Sid.
Okay. If you go to Sid,
Are you
I will
okay,
go.
Sid?
Oh no, really? No. That fire, it do be burning.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend a up close and personal with it. No, I'm not okay. Doc, give it to me straight, Doc.
And you see he kind of like does a once over of you with like absolute just like methodic precision. And you heal back up 11 points.
Oh, thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Is that are you okay? Do you need more? Can you
I mean, it depends. We're
Those are
in
not
hell.
words.
Tapping.
And I was just in lava, so words are kind of hard, man.
I believe the word you're looking for is ow.
That's a
Or
good
that one.
word for what this is.
Yeah,
well-
okay. Yeah, you're right. We're in hell. That matters.
I would help you, Sadie, but
You
I
heal back up another 10.
am not that kind
No,
of
thank
player.
you.
It's
I'm-
fine.
Tapping Sadie on the shoulder. There. You'll be fine. Walk it off. You take
When
13
we-
points of healing.
Oh,
When we get out of hell, we are getting you a pair of shoes.
That's so excessive. Oh god.
okay. That's a lot
You
better.
can get some nice shoes. I know a guy.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Family
that's
friend.
like one of my god's tenets. Like, eat, drink, don't wear shoes.
That sounds ridiculous.
I thought you were in a cult.
It's one of my cult's tenets. Eat, drink, don't wear shoes.
It might be time to leave the cult.
Absolutely not.
Are you?
I have so many questions about the nomenclature of your religion, but that's not the time. We're in hell. We're on a time zone.
Yeah.
are
Eeny,
you-
miny,
Jesus.
straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Jesus, I have a quick question. For
Yeah.
my level 4 feat, I took observant, so I have a 22 passive perception. What can I hear from each of these 3 directions?
the roaring sound of the lake of lava behind you. Echoing
Wonderful.
through the cavern walls.
Wonderful.
Eeny, meeny, miny, I'm going straight ahead.
You're going straight.
Yeah.
When going to hell, straight is a good way to go.
All right.
Straight
As
into
you're
hell.
looking at this map, you've got R3, R4, and R2. You're going towards R4. Is that what you're saying to me? That's straight ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Would it be better for us to sweep left to right?
I don't know. I'm just picking a direction. You said we're on a time crunch? I'm making a decision.
You seem like someone who maybe should not be the one making snap decisions in this group.
Sadie just starts walking forward, not saying
Alright.
anything, still in
Guess
pain.
we're going. Why listen to
All right.
Vincent? That's fine. Okay.
I listen to you, Doc. I'm gonna listen to you.
I don't know how to feel about that, but we'll call it appreciative.
You're a doctor.
You two should
I'm
stop
not a
talking
doctor.
before someone overhears you.
You're a doctor.
Stop climbing my
You
side.
push forward. And Sadie notices first as she pushes these sort of doors into this hallway open. And they swing like, think of tavern doors, how they swing open, the wooden ones that you'd see in a Western, except for they're made of fucking bones because it's hell, and why wouldn't they be? And this cavern is divided into 3 discrete corridors. This is the grasping hallway, filled with the souls of the damned and departed. Their spirits are trapped underneath as their bodies are trapped in stone. And this corridor is quite literally made out of bodies. As soon as Sadie steps through the door, they start to moan hungrily, eager for your next helpless meal. This corridor is 60 foot from start to finish, okay? And for every 10 feet that you move through this corridor, you must perform a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. On success, you are able to navigate the maze of groping hands without getting pulled down. On a failure, you become overwhelmed by the hands of the undead and are knocked prone and or grappled. Which you'll have to make a DC 15 escape on that. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained and you will have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and you will receive damage from the gnashing teeth of the trapped dead around. So, Sadie, you stepped in first. I need to know who is behind you and what order you are moving in.
I am probably, unless someone else wants to be second.
All right, Sadie, go ahead.
I'm flying. Fuck this.
You're not.
Vincent and Sid are likely last.
Yep.
All right, so
Giannis has decided that folks need an eye cupped on them and will take the rear.
Okay, that's fine. That works.
So next would be Sid, and then Vincent, and then Valerianus. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So, Sadie, you try to cast Fly, and you do successfully cast the spell, but when you try to fly, these hands pull you back down. Give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, that's just rude.
Burn the spell slot, please.
Ah! Oh, yeah, I got a 19 on the die.
All right. So you're able to move forward 10 feet. Gwen, same thing.
Okay. What was it again? Acrobatics or
Dexterity save.
dexterity save? That's only a 13.
You take 7 piercing damage as one of these bodies bites you, and you are grappled.
Cool.
So until your next turn, you will be grappled, and then you will be at disadvantage on your strength check to get out. Okay. Sid.
Yeah, let's go. That's a 18.
All right. You move forward 10 feet. Vincent.
That's 16.
You also move forward 10 feet.
Can I cast guidance on Gwen?
On your... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Valerianus.
That would be an 11.
Okay. You will also take 7 piercing damage as these gnawing, biting, gnashing teeth of these corpses grasp a hold of you, and you are grappled. And on your next turn, you will be making a strength save at disadvantage to get out. 7 damage, I think I told you, right?
Indeed.
Okie dokie. Sadie.
Okay, it's me again. That is a 16.
All right, you move forward 10 feet. Gwen, you have guidance, but you are still at disadvantage on the strength to get out. The strength check, I believe you can use athletics if you want to.
Okay, that gets me 15 exact.
Okay, that will get you out. And on your next turn, you can take the chance to move.
Okay.
Sid.
That is a 16.
All right, you move forward 10 feet. Vincent.
15 on the dot.
You move forward 10 feet. Valerianus. You strength save for strength check athletics you can use to get out at disadvantage, please.
15 on the dot.
You also are able to get out. You can roll to move on your next turn. Top of the order again, Sadie.
Okay. That's an at one.
All right. 11 piercing damage. And you are grappled. On your next turn, you can make your save to get out at disadvantage. Gwen, roll to move, please.
Okay. That is 16.
All right. You'll move forward 10 feet. Sid.
That is also a 15 on the dot.
All right. You move forward 10 feet. Vincent.
16.
You move forward 10 feet. Val, you have been given an inspiration from the audience, which serves as advantage, so you will be able to roll this flat.
I thank you. It did not help.
Oh,
Oh, no.
die, sigh! Die, sigh!
That would be a 2 plus
No!
plus 2. And with the guidance, that gets me up to not enough.
Oh.
Back down I go.
You take 11 piercing damage. Did you break free?
Indeed I had.
Oh, fuck me. If you were free, then you got to roll that at advantage. I thought you were rolling to get out.
Ah, my apologies then. May I
No,
roll
that's
the
fine.
advantage? Ah, that would be a natural 20, which
Oh my god.
Damage, and Val moves forward 10 feet. Huzzah! All right. To the top. Sadie.
So I'm grappled and I'm rolling to get out.
Yep, you are rolling in athletics to get out. It is a DC 15, and you are doing so at disadvantage.
Wonderful. Okay. So it's just is it athletics check you said?
Yes.
Oh, that's a 17.
All right. So you stand up. And on your next turn, you'll roll to move. Gwen.
That is a dirty 20.
All right. You move forward. You're 10 feet. Sid.
So we have made it 30 feet, which means there is 30 feet to go. Yes?
Correct.
Cool. I'm going to use my dope Fey Touch, and I'm going to Misty Step the rest of the way.
You can go ahead and burn that Fey touched off, but when you try to Misty Step, the corpses keep you where you're at. About 10 foot of movement's all you get out of it.
Oh god, guys, why? Ow! Ugh. How did they even do that? Why? Oh, it's so
Should've told you
invasive.
not to do that.
It's
I
so
can't
invasive.
fly in here anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to fly. I was trying to vanish in and vanish out. Do like a poof thing.
So you got 10 foot forward. Vincent.
Vincent is one lanky motherfucker. He knows how to get in between like small spaces. He got a natural 20.
All right. Valerianus.
Indeed. That is. Hang on. That is a 15 on the dot.
Alrighty. So you move forward 10 feet. Sadie.
Okay. Shit. That is. Why can't I not think of numbers? That's a 12.
Did you guide yourself?
No, but I can.
You should.
Okay, hold on. How did I say that was originally a 12, 13, 14, 15, exactly.
Right. So you move forward 10 feet. Gwen.
Okay. That is an 18.
10 feet forward. Sid.
That is a dirty 20.
10 foot forward. Vincent.
I too got a dirty 20.
Okay. Valerianus.
23.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Sadie, top of the order. 10 foot left to go. Let's do this.
Cast guidance, it's not going to be enough. I rolled a 5 on the dot. And that plus 3 is actually, wait, hold on. I'll cast guidance. Hold on. 8. No, that's not enough. It's like a 8, 9.
Yep. So you will take 10 piercing damage, and you know the drill from the rest. Grappled in next roll around, you'll have to get out. Gwen.
I am at 1 HP. Just letting everybody else know that now.
Roll
Okay.
better.
Shut up, Vincent.
That wasn't Vincent. That was just me. 'Twas I.
Before I do anything, can I cast a healing word? Like, are you okay? You don't look okay.
If you do healing word, you
There's
can't
just
have
blood.
guidance.
I can't.
There's just blood coming out of Sadie's mouth. Like, it's fine. Just
You
Go.
get one spell or the other. Healing word or guidance.
I could go without guidance.
Okay. So yeah, cast healing word on Sadie.
Okay.
And then roll your dex.
Okay, that is going to be. Oh, I need one more D. Okay, that's 10.
That's 10.
for me.
That's 10. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ow.
And we roll, and that is a 15 exact.
All right.
Whew.
You are the first one to step out of this corridor of moaning, hungry undead. And you step out into an empty room. Stalagmites and stalactites abound, and you can hear a river of lava rumbling beneath the earth. A wrought iron staircase at the western edge of the area leads up onto a rampart. The corpses of various humanoids are set naked on spikes here, their skin flayed to reveal rotting musculature and bloodied bone. Whatever earthly possessions these unfortunate souls carried into hell lie scattered around the room. Sid.
That is a 22.
Okay, you step out into the same clearing.
Oh, get your hands off Bill. I hate it. Oh, this is not really a better place. All right, cool.
Vincent.
17.
You also step out into this clearing. Valerianus.
I believe that I am slightly behind Sadie, yes?
You are 10 foot behind, yes.
Well, I rolled a 21, so I catch up to her and offer her a hand and say, I'm not much good at healing, but if they get you, they'll bring me down too?
That works for me. Okay. Let's see if I can actually do this. That's a nat 20, baby.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ew.
Excellent.
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 Oh, there we go.
So you healed up, then you moved. Sadie?
I
Did you
rolled a
roll to
nat
get out
20.
already? Okay, I didn't. I spaced. I'm sorry. All right. So you got free. And I'll go ahead and roll to move since it's just you and Val left to get out.
Okay, I'm casting guidance on myself. Shit. Hold on. 9. Fuck, that's a 14.
Honey, no.
What? No.
That is a...
I have a question for Jesus.
Yes.
Are these effects considered any sort of attack?
Not necessarily an attack as sort of a hazard, if that makes sense.
Okay. Because I took the Sentinel feat, so I'm hoping that in some way I can help Sadie stay up.
If
I am
you
holding
were
her hand.
in combat or if it was actual like creatures, yes. But this is a layer feature.
Fair enough.
Similar to that of, a dragon's lair, how they have all their shenanigans. It's just a demon's lair. Maybe he's a dragon, I don't know.
I tried, Sadie.
I know you did.
Did you get guidance? You use guidance or anything?
I did.
You have what, 3 friends standing out in the clearing ahead of you, also able to use guidance?
Yeah, Vincent will chuck one.
Yeah.
Okay. All you need is a 1. You got a 14.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So you get out.
I love that you rolled it.
I had to. For posterity.
Val?
You throw a D4, it just goes off the table.
It's a D4. No matter what, you would have gotten a 1. That's just... Ah!
Yeah, I will give.
You're going to give guidance to Valerianus, Gwen?
Yes.
Okay.
I appreciate your guidance. That is an 18.
Okay. So, you all successfully get through this corridor of damned and lost souls and their hungry corpses encased in stone, and you step out into this clearing. And as I said, it is a pretty gnarly clearing. stalagmites and stalactites all around. You can hear the river of lava rumbling beneath the earth. There's a wrought iron staircase at the western edge of the area that leads up onto the ramparts, and corpses of various humanoids set naked on spikes, skin flayed to reveal rotting musculature and bloodied bone. Whatever earthly possessions these unfortunate souls carried into hell lie scattered around the room.
Well, you can certainly say one thing about this fella. He has a certain flair for decorating.
Can someone? Okay. Oh, this is not going well for me. I don't ever come in here. I just drop people off and then I leave. This is not. Oh, God. This is not how this is supposed to go. Oh.
I wonder if the ground is sturdy enough to not cave in. How loud the river sounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see the shit on the ground.
Gwen's looking up.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, hey, I'm good at that shit.
And Sid, too.
That would be a 17.
That is a 16.
Okay. All right. In combination between the two of you, while you search around this room through these belongings, you find a marble goblet set with moonstone, a fox fur short sword scabbard, and a chest containing gold, silver, and copper pieces.
What is this sword? I like it. The aesthetic. It vibes.
Is there something taboo about stealing from the dead?
They're not using it anyway.
In this case, it is in the service of justice. They will appreciate your vengeance.
And it looks cool.
Okay. Vincent's just kind of like looking all over the room, taking everything in.
If you're gonna take, if you want that, can I see that real quick, just in case?
What, my new dope-ass sword?
Yeah,
It's
let
not
me see that.
not the sword, it's just the scabbard that the sword
My-
goes in.
My new dope-ass scabbard?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
And you see like little arcane symbols float above it, and she's gonna cast remove curse on it just in case.
You know, that's super fair.
Yeah, so you do some magic. You don't know if it was cursed or if it wasn't, but you do the magic and you find the things.
Yeah, just gonna make sure.
Oh shit! Wait, hang on. Hey, Sadie, you look a little rough there, buddy. Gonna clap you on the shoulder for the healing hands.
Ow.
Here, just take 5. Just take 5. Literally take 5.
Ow!
At this point, after getting through the corridor and jumping across the lava lake and all of that, you've been here about 3 hours now.
Oh, that's stressful.
Oh, God.
And you do see that this is a place that you could stop to rest if you needed to for a few minutes or whatever, but bear in mind, time is ticking.
We need to keep moving. If
Are we
we are
comfortable moving on?
Yeah.
I do not want to get stuck in hell.
I don't either, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it if we keep going this fast. I don't.
We only have so much that we can
I know.
time that
I'm
we
gonna
can
clap you
spare.
on the shoulder again for another with a healing word for another 8 points.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
I would like to start walking up the stairs
7,
towards the
15.
ramparts.
Sadie, Vincent will heal you back up 19 points. Casting Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Valeriana, do you head up
Thanks.
first while your friends are healing up and stuff?
Yeah, I can tell that they're going to, patch up Sadie and keep moving. So I take point and start moving.
I'll
Alright.
follow behind you. God, let's go.
You head
Let's
up the
go.
iron staircase leading onto the rampart. It is constructed of iron, bone, and humanoid skin. Fibrous knots of muscle adorn this awfully decorated rampart as well. And while standing up here, you can look out onto the greater plane of hell. Complex patterns of lava flow and carve up the landscape, while bursts of flame illuminate briefly beyond the Demon Lord's black citadels. How many of you, I might ask, have dark vision?
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
I do.
Everyone.
I
We're
think,
all
yeah, we're all
SR.
Awesomars.
Oh, you
Yeah, we
all
all do.
have dark vision. Great. This is awesome. All of you make me a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, please.
Son of a- Okay.
Okay.
It's wisdom. It's our best one.
It is our best one.
25.
Okay, that is
A dirty 20.
34.
What?
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 Hold on, I got it wrong. I
How did
said
you do that?
by 3. Hold on, I rolled that. So that. Sorry, 4.
All right.
I rolled a 17 plus a 7. I was a dumb.
For a moment, your mind begins to wheel violently at the sheer scope of horror of the plane before you are able to successfully comprehend the landscape. Each of you, since you all passed, will only take 20 psychic damage.
I am down.
Oh!
I am down. I had 6 hit points.
The moment you go down, I turn around, put a hand on you, and spare the dying.
Woo!
I
cannot bring her back. Well, actually,
I got
do
it.
have
Hang
5
on.
hit points, but
hang
I
on.
can
Hang
at
on.
least stop her from dying.
Everybody gets 7 health back. I have mass healing word.
As
Thank you.
Vincent quickly thinks to heal everybody, in that moment you hear an awful screeching sound as you see 5 imps head in your direction like they're going to dive bomb you from the sky.
Nope, hate that.